What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another El Pearly fragrance review. Today we're reviewing another fresh scent. We are a little bit out of the season considering I am snowed in. We're in the middle of an ice storm here, but spring will be here before you know it. So why not, right? Not like I'm driving to pick anything up today. We got like at least like 5 inches of snow out here, and it's currently icing all of it down. So I might not go anywhere for a few days, but might have some time to review some more cologne. But getting into the review today, we've got Maison Margiela When the Rain Stops. I've got a little travel size sampler right here. I do love the packaging on all of Maison Margiela's stuff. They've got like a nice little like rainbow here. They've got their fresh rain and sun rays, fragrance description, that type of stuff. Maison Margiela When the Rain Stops, part of the Replica line, which is sort of their fragrance line, acts sort of more like replicating like places or memories as sort of inspired fragrances, which I think is very cool. To me, it's sort of like a medium middle ground between those really sort of artsy, high concept fragrances that don't always smell great. They kind of sacrifice wearability for trying to smell unique. These replica fragrances, a lot of them strike a middle ground between that and something that's more wearable. So I do really like them. Most of them, honestly. Today's review, When the Rain Stops, this is a bit of a miss for me. I'm not gonna lie. Probably won't give it the El Pearly stamp of approval. Just for reasons I'll get into later. Just to get into what I like first. So like I've said before, cologne, buying bad cologne is kind of like buying bad booze. You're still gonna get drunk when you wear it, and it's not like this cologne smells bad, right? But I'm gonna go over what I like before I go over what I don't like, because I think there's more of what I don't like than what I do like. So just to save time, I'll go over what I like first. There are some like I said, it does smell. It doesn't smell bad. Okay, it smells good. I think you're hard pressed to buy fragrance that's gonna smell like genuinely bad. It does happen. Sometimes you get something and you're like, oh my god, who could like this? It smells like burnt plastic or whatever. But this smells good. The mossy base note is probably my favorite scent on it. I think that does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of when the rain stops. Like I said, a lot of the base notes, all of the top notes are very appealing. It's a good smelling scent for what it is. It's pleasant. I could see it being unisex. It's accessible. It's inoffensive. You're not going to offend anybody wearing this. I don't think you're going to choke out a room with it either, it's not very strong. That's why I don't like it. But the sort of initial spray and the base notes, like they really do give the impression of sort of like a wet street or something. If you allow your mind to wander to that conclusion, but other than that, I don't think it's worth the price. It's a bit of a letdown for me personally. I've had a couple different travel sprays of it, and neither of them have had great performance. One was a little bit better than the other one, but I do kind of think this cologne is scam water. I've never had great performance with it. Really, the rainy smell only lasts for about an hour, and you're only going to smell it after that. I mean, I even had trouble smelling it on my skin, knowing where I smelled it, so random people are not going to be smelling it unless you're absolutely bathing in it, and then at that point, this shit is not cheap, so... yeah, Maison Margiela is a designer brand, so their colognes are pretty expensive. This travel size probably cost me like $25-30, and a full bottle will easily cost you like $150 retail, probably like $80 or $90 on a resale site. This cologne is just not worth that amount of money to me. It's just not worth that amount of money. I don't find the scent appealing enough to warrant the price, especially with how poor the performance on the juice is. A lot of the replica lines, they're very hit and miss. Some of them, like In the Garden, I thought that one was just disgusting. I don't know, I'm sorry. But a lot of them aren't good, or they have longevity issues, but some of them are very good and they smell very long. Like Jazz Club doesn't have any of the issues I have with this fragrance. It's just a really pleasant all-around scent, and it lasts pretty much all day into the next day. So I'm confused how they fumbled this one this bad. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think it's bad. But fresh colognes are generally easy to find, and they're very cheap. I'd say it's probably one of the more, if not the most common fragrance type on the market, like right now, in my experience. So the freshness is not unique. The raininess, the rainy note that the cologne offers, it's barely there here for me. I think most of the heavy work on that is the marketing and the bottle design, and the little rainy street in Dublin 1960s. I think it's all marketing bullshit. I think that's doing the heavy lifting here on the rain association as opposed to the actual fragrance. Like I said, I think it's pretty much just the moss note that's doing all the heavy lifting there, because pretty much the rest of this fragrance is just like a patchouli and bergamot bomb, which I'm not really a big fan of, especially for the price, because you can get cheaper. You can just get cheaper for that. It's just not worth it. I have heard a few people compare this to Le Labo by number 19. I hope I'm saying that right. Which I thought just smelled. I thought it was just another expensive patchouli bomb. I have a sampler back that I could make another video comparing these two, which I probably will at some point. But I mean, Le Labo number 19 is even more expensive than this. I mean, that's like $250, $300 a bottle. So I wouldn't recommend that either, honestly. But unfortunately, I'm still kind of looking for good sort of like rainy, like petrichor scents out there. So if you guys have any suggestions for that down in the comments, feel free to leave that down below. Or if you disagree with me on my review, because I feel like this is one of the more critical reviews I've done so far. Most critical? But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Probably the first review. Like I said, I think this isn't going to get the El Pearly stamp of approval, so I'll have to put like an X in the title or something. But like I said, I don't think this is worth your money. It doesn't smell bad, but if you're pinching pennies, you need to really, you're really banking on this cologne for your big date coming up or something, I might go with something different. Your date might not even smell this, plus I think it's kind of out of season right now. I'm looking at about 4 inches of snow outside. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you are caught in the snowstorm, bundle up, keep your gas tank full, leave your oven on, open it up. Yeah. Be safe, be careful. Thanks for watching.